Okay, so I'm going to have to play this mission again because unfortunately the first time I recorded it the game crashed right at the end when I was driving the truck away. So this is going to be the whole mission, and I've done it before, so kind of fucking blows. But there you go, and off the building we go. Yeah, we were right on that section where you've got to deliver the van and you can choose where it goes, and the game crashed. Unfortunately, nothing I can do about that, but that's what happened. Goodness me, that could have killed me. But time to get a better car. Cop car. Get out of my way, coppers. Oh. Yeah, we get it. You like to fucking talk, people. Come on. It's not what it's all about. We want some classical music on our drive. But yeah, I've just been watching the Darkness 2 preview of, I assume, what we're going to be able to play on the demo when it comes out next week. And GameSpot were playing it, and unfortunately, the people at GameSpot can sometimes test one's patience when you watch and play something and you listen to them, because there was one of the guys, every time somebody executed anybody with the darkness, he kept making overly effeminate gestures and going like, oh my god, and oh my god, as if he didn't realise he was playing a game where people died. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, what do you do? Do you write a report every time you fire a bullet in a Call of Duty? What the fuck is wrong with you? And it just makes me question, you know, the enjoyability of the video, but I did enjoy it because the game looks amazing. I cannot fucking wait for that. I'm a massive fan of the original. I've got a couple of concerns though with how it's going to play out. Like, I never saw him do the up close and personal executions with the guns, which was some of my favourite things ever. And I don't like how when you dual wield now you get a wider reticle, because before you could have just as precise a reticle with two pistols as you did with an assault rifle, and I really liked that. But who knows, maybe this song's getting fucking annoying now. Maybe when I get my hands on the game I'll have a better opinion of it, but there will be a demo playthrough going up, and my thoughts on that when it hits the dashboard, so do stick with it. Just like I've kind of done with the quick tip for the Final Fantasy 13 stuff, and the Azura's Wrath demo, which should have been up the other day. But there is some really good demos coming, people. Some really good demos. There's the Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning that's going to be up. There's Darkness 2 that's popping up. Final Fantasy 13 2, Azura's Wrath. There's a couple of decent games. I've also got one on my Japanese account, which is the newest cave shooter, a game called, I think it's Akai Katana. And it lets you play the first two levels on it, and the first two levels is half the fucking game. It's crazy. But here we go, zombie voicing it. We're going to be assaulting the big frigate and doing our thing. And I would overlay the commentary I did before for it, but it's not going to like match up with the video, so I've got to do it again. And it's a shame because I was doing it like I was doing the other ones and treating it like the first time I'd ever played it, because it kind of wore. And yeah, it was nice and silly, filled with mockery. But this one's not going to be, because I'm retreading old waters and... Oh, techno! Oh yeah. Dude, we've not got no fucking NOS. How the hell do you get any faster on a damn jet ski? It's not thunder in paradise. Here we go. Oh, and I've got no pistol ammo. Oh, I'm such a retard. But let's try and find these hoes and get this shit done. Is that ammo for? No, that's grenades. Grenades will do though. I like me some grenades. But yeah, the Final Fantasy 13 demo, I've not really had much chance to talk about it and anything else, so I'll probably speak about it in this. Only dilemma that I'm facing then is you'll probably hear this maybe a couple of weeks later than it came out and when I played it, because there's a lot of parts in this playthrough, and I think this is like part 22, and I'm only on part 11 on my uploads. But I liked Final Fantasy 13 2's demo. I didn't love it. It didn't wow me, but it felt a lot more playable and a lot more enjoyable than what I remember 13 being. I played 13 a lot. I tried to love it. I tried my best to love it, and I came out pretty much hating the game. And that's purely because it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't the Final Fantasy that I remembered. It wasn't the quality of the Final Fantasy that I remembered. And it wasn't the story quality that you get from those kind of games, because anybody who played 13 will know that its story was the equivalent of like a fucking Twix finger. It was ridiculously bad. It was just, you know, oh, the Foul Sea and the Seath and the Cocoon and the Cocoon, and it just, there was nothing to it. All the characters were fucking moody and one-dimensional. There was no characterization. I just didn't like the game, man. I appreciate a lot of people did, but yeah, I know I'm not one of those people. It was linear. It was press A to fucking beat the game, and if I wanted to play Dynasty Warriors, I'd play Dynasty Warriors. But the second one, there was exploring. You could talk to people on the demo, which was nice. I don't know how much of that will, you know, permeate the full game, but I hope it does. I enjoyed the little puzzle section where you were picking up the crystals. It reminded me of the Cloister of Trials, and they were pretty cool. There's chocobo racing, which you see at the end of the demo, which I loved me some chocobo racing. There's probably some slot machines and stuff in that casino place off the 13. And there's quick time events now in the battles, which make them feel, you know, like there's a little bit more to them, more than just the standard combat, which could make it really, really interesting. And I don't know, if it's handled well enough, it's probably going to be a fun enough game. But I don't think I'm going to buy it, and I don't think I'm going to do a guide to it, because it comes out, and then I've got a week until Darkness 2 comes out, and Darkness 2 is the game that I'm looking forward to making a guide for. Final Fantasy, I might not even beat it in that space of time to go back and make a guide, so I'm probably not going to do it. And it's not because it's an RPG, people, because I've been wanting to do an RPG walkthrough for a while. I actually wanted my first one on my channel to be Disgaea 4, but LoveFilm hasn't sent it me, so, you know, it's not the easiest thing to make a guide for something that you can't get. And I'm a little bit skint at the moment in time, because I'm having, you know, financial woes and all that good stuff. But when that goes away, I'm probably going to go back and try and do that if I like the game. But 13.2, who knows? I have noticed on YouTube that there's a guy called like Hyper Sakura, or whatever he wants to call himself. He's pretty much got the first playthrough of Final Fantasy 13.2 up on YouTube, because I assume he's Japanese, or he speaks Japanese, but he got the Japanese import, which is already out. And like his first video has got 95,000 views, because people want to see what the game is like, and it's not out here for like 20 days or whatever. But it's going to be a massively popular guide, so I should do it on principle. But like I say, I probably won't have the time, because I'm starting back at uni for the rest of my third year, and like, it's a big game. Beating them games is an accomplishment in themselves, let alone going back and making a guide for them, which is going to be ridiculous in size. It's going to have loads of parts, and it's just going to be a difficult task. And this is not me making excuses, it's just, you know, laying down facts, really. But this is the bit where we get to shoot people with a Gatling gun. The chopper that keeps putting his laser sight on me, and you move so slow with this damn gun that you can't get out of the way of it. Fuck you! There you go. Whenever Zemos says that, it means that people have actually got onto the boat, just in case you didn't know. I realised when I did my first recording of this. But kill some dudes. Yep, what gives you that impression? The fact that there's like 9 bazillion vehicles coming heavily armoured? There's a lot of dudes. Look at all the squares. Oh yeah, friend. I can hear a chopper. I can see a chopper. There we go. But yeah, there is a lot of interesting games coming out. It's an exciting time to be a gamer. I don't think it's quite as exciting as it was last year, because last year we had a lot more definable titles to get excited about. But it's still a pretty good time. It's still pretty much, you know, it's not like Mega Drive days when it was just, you know, nobody knew what the fuck was coming out, because games coverage wasn't all that widespread, and there was no real internet to speak of, or any of that goodness. Which makes me think back to when you got stuck on games before there was GameFAQs and, you know, the evolution of YouTube and other channels and things. You were fucking stuck, man. You just kind of grinned and bear it and probably never played the game again. It was hilarious. See what we can do with this shit, see if we can take this bro out. Oh no, behind another crate, are we? Oh, this shotgun is fucking garbage. Who knew? I've not upgraded it at all. It's the only problem. All the things I've upgraded are my pistols, and I've got no fucking bullets. What a redundant tool. Should be able to pick one of those dildo machines up and start raping fools. See you later. And I think there's a second wave once we kill whoever this person over here is, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm completely honest, I just want this fucking mission to end so that we can get onto something new and I can go back to actually being surprised and excited, rather than realising that I shouldn't have to be fucking playing this a second time. Oh, come on, you twat! Jump over. There you go. Any more? I know you were here, bitch. Take that, Kobe. Right then, so... Any more? Any more? Wait for the chopper. Wait for the chopper! Yep. And originally I chose a different option here because I decided to take the van back to the prick with the blue hair, but he only gives you 25 grand, so I'm going to be taking it back to the Saints on this one, because that is much more financially, you know, understandable than 25 grand. It's like, fuck that shit. Excuse me. But now we get to see the lady with the strongest fingers on the planet, aside from that French dude who climbs buildings like Spider-Man. And I already know I've got to lead my rockets to hit these damn boats, which is not cool. There we go. Sign off leading fire. Good night, son. Thunder in paradise, that. Not even Hulk Hogan's fucking mustache can save you. Any more? Any more? Oh, there we go. Good night, son. Good night, son. Good night, son. Really? He survived the rocket? That is one beastly boat. Can he still... Oh! There you go. Hold down, hold down. Oh, he's turning away, you cheater. Who said you could evade my missile battery? Oh, come on, boy. There we go. Spot on. No? What? Not missed that time, you shitface. Ha ha ha. Good night, son. So when was the first time that you realised you were really good with the rocket launcher then, Billy? Well, I gotta say it must have been when I was first set out the side of the helicopter on Saints Row the 3rd, and I was a mass murderer and didn't even know it. I got a 16 explosive kill, I got 30 respect, and then a hefty kill bonus. 53 multi-kills. That's how you know that you're good at genocide. So there's a triangle behind me and I can't physically turn around. Thanks, Saint Row. Thanks for showing me how to play your game. Any more? Oh, this is the dudes on the banks. Bunch of people pulling up with 4x4s and rocket launchers everywhere. Sorry, but if I lived in a city where there were this many people just sat on fucking riverbanks with explosive munitions, I think I'd be worried. It makes you wonder what the damn police are doing, because they can't be doing much. What? It missed? Come on now, son. Come on now. Play the game. Any more? There we go. Trick shot. It went through the tree. Check this out. Started playing Assassin's Creed Revelations as well, and it's not a bad game. I'm just so burnt out on on Assassin's Creed, should I say, that like I'm playing it with the volume off while watching things, and even then I'm kind of not enjoying it. It's weird. And I acknowledge it's a good game. I acknowledge there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just it's more of that, and I don't really need more of that, I think. And it's a shame because when you look at how intricately modelled everything is, that world is amazing. What Ubisoft Montreal and all those other fucking Ubisoft companies, which they tell you at the start of that game, which is actually ridiculous. It's like opening a Quality Streets tin filled with fucking devs. But like what they managed to do on that game, I have never seen a game that big, that sprawling, with so much detail in its textures and its modelling, and it's amazing. It just makes me wish there was more to do in that universe than fucking, you know, sitting on benches and stabbing people with hidden blades and running on roofs. There's not enough. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, and if you're a fan of it, you'll probably love it. But after 2, I'm so burned out. It doesn't tickle the same part of my brain that it used to. I need something newer. I need something different. But you better come. You just need something, and yeah, we're not getting it. Or I'm not getting it personally. I just did that mission where you dress up as those motherfuckers with the guitars, and you get to, you know, distract a crowd while your friends assassinate people, and that were actually really interesting and really different. But there's just not enough for that, and my problems with the game are the same problems I've been having with Assassin's Creed for a while, where sometimes the smallest of movements when you're trying to do things as Altair can seem like a struggle, because he moves like a fucking weight. He just feels so weighted sometimes and so uncoordinated, considering he's a super athlete and ridiculous assassin. It's craziness. Is it going to end? Come on, game, don't crash this time. Let us fucking save this. Let us have some progress for a change. Have any of you guys been having problems with this game crashing? I know I have. Crashes a lot for me. Could be my Xbox, I don't know. I'm the man who has 2 medallions instead of 1. Do you know how manly I am? I got Zeus to save my... We focus. We don't do a run-in, we hit him with a Montreal screw. Perseverance. Yeah. That's it. I suppose Zeus could shave him. Having his chest shaved by a bolt of lightning sent by Zeus. Sarah Palin. Who the fuck are you?